What's going on, Rolling Empire? This is my review for The Faith of the Furious. It starts in Diesel. Family. Faith of the Furious is this 8th installment in this incredible and in a way, like it's unbelievable franchise that was just a straight to DVD to this action blockbuster film. And I can't believe we have 8 of these movies now. And in this one, now it's F. Gary Gray who's taking over the director position, which really got me excited because he's had some good movies in the past. He's done The Italian Job. He's done, I believe it's Law and Abiding Citizen, which for me, underrated movie. One of my favorite movies that just doesn't get enough recognition. Straight Outta Compton, one of the best movies of the year. It was on my list, you guys know. I wanted to see what he can do in this. Taking over the reins from what Justin Lang has done for a couple movies already to James Wong. And then seeing how this is the first one out, not with Paul Walker. It's more like Vin Diesel, The Rock, and the crew now leading. I was very intrigued just to see what the story goes on here. So in this one, you have Dom now, who is always the one that is saying, family, family, so family, family. And now Charlize Theron has something on him who he has to force to turn his back on his family. Now it's up to them to try to see what's up, what's the deal, what made him turn back and his philosophy for this. These movies, you guys know how they are, okay? If you're expecting something at the elevation of a Godfather, Goodfellas, this movie's just not for you. Fast Five really is my favorite in the franchise. I do love that one as an action movie. I'm glad it needed to bring life into this franchise. The other two after that, they've been good. It has been getting crazier and crazier. We're at a point I'm like, I don't know now what to think, but I understand that they're not being anything else. They're embracing what they are. So their enjoyments to hang out with friends or to maybe have something in the background. And this one continues that tradition. It continues on those crazy, just over-the-top action sequences you get in blockbuster movies where they just raise up the stakes every time, having more cars be into this chaos destruction, having them go try to stop this big ass nuclear bomb in like the middle of nowhere in Russia, having The Rock trying to just deflect it with his hands. Just the possibilities, the laws of physics you need to take out. Just the way they kick ass, you know, how they have bone crushing action. Sure, they put in one of what was their roots of racing, a little sprinkle in there to show that, not forget where they came from, but then it was mostly just over the top spy stuff that they need to go get, they need to go fight for. You have some incredible Rock, Jason Statham chemistry going on. That was my favorite part of the movie. I just love seeing their banter back and forth. It really felt like there was something growing there, and just felt like these guys are eventually gonna just laugh it off. Just eventually say, screw it. We hated each other, but let's just embrace it. We're bros now. Charlize Theron, she was a really good villain, as in like, she can take the best out of these characters. She made sure these guys had something different to face. This wasn't the usual thing. Ludacris, Tyrese Gibson, and then that one new girl that was added recently have their kind of like love triangle, or like Ludacris is kind of with her and Tyrese Gibson kind of wants some. It's pretty funny, especially Ludacris and Tyrese's little romance relationship going back and forth too, just like The Rock and Jason Statham, but not as good as that one. That one is just cleverly written. Tyrese Gibson, yeah, does the cliche stereotypical jokes that he has, but it works in this, and I like kind of seeing it how he might represent the audience who thinks that this is a bonkers, what the freak is going on. At a point there was this one scene I was like, this is becoming like the Winter Soldier or something. I'm like, what the freak is going on? I'm just like, this is not the same street racing that we got in the Fast and the Furious. And if you just go on to Faith of the Furious, you're like, whoa, we need to take this back. Is this an alternate universe? What the freak happened? Did the world just get rebooted, or did we get an alternate universe? What's going on? I really did have a good time with the third act, though. The third act made me officially realize, at least for this chapter, I'm like, fine, you're either with it or not. I'm with it, screw it. And I had a good time. And then there's like a little emotional connection, a heartfelt, that I feel like could rival but not take away from Furious 7. Just, it ended on another great note. It made you feel very positive, at least, and showed that this franchise has some heart. The dialogue most of throughout in this movie is, it's either it's good, it's fun, it's cheesy, cliche. There was a lot of predictable moments for sure in scenes, and then sometimes some of the jokes don't land, but what do you expect? It has a certain niche, this fan base, I can understand. You could really say all franchises have niches to their fan bases. but you gotta admit some are better than others. But if you love this franchise, you're gonna love this movie. If you hated the other ones or saw it was pointless and you want to check this one out, I don't think it's good for you. Even with F. Gary Gray, great director. He had his stamp here. He made it a little bit more. He kind of actually gave it some gravitas. Like action sequences, all the stunts they do, they're so crazy, over the top. But what the last few movies did, I feel like this one just brought it down a bit. Yeah, his directing is also some of the best, but still, it's still a Furious movie all around. I'm gonna have to give The Faith of the Furious a B-. Let me know, guys, what you thought of this movie. Which is your favorite? Mine is Fast 5. All this in the comments below. And as always, roll on Empire, laugh, smile, repeat.